Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And, in this lesson, we're going to be continuing from where we left off. Last time we went into Ezekiel, the 41st chapter, and as I mentioned before, at least in this chapter as well, it's mainly just once again going into the measurements, that of the temple that the angel is showing Ezekiel. Okay, so without further ado, we're just going to go into it alongside with the video, just for a visual display, and go from there. So this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 42 verse 1, and in the 41st chapter we went through the inside of the temple, the building itself, the designs, and now as it says in Ezekiel 42 and 1, then he brought me forth into the utter court. So let's go ahead and play this just so we're in sync. Okay. So you can see the north, east, west, south. All right. So verse 1, then he brought me forth into the utter court, the way toward the north, right, which is up here. And he brought me into the chamber that was over against the separate place. You can see separate place right here. And which was before the building toward the north. So here's a little direction right here. That's the assumed path that was taken. Verse 2, before the length of 100 cubits was the north door, and the breadth was 50 cubits. So you can see right here, 100 cubits and 50 cubits there. And this is just a bird's eye view. Verse 3, over against the 20 cubits which were for the inner court, and over against the pavement, which was for the utter court, was gallery against gallery in 3 stories. So you can see here. Let me just go back just a little bit more, and you can see that the inner court, which is this area right here. Okay, and you can see the measurements in there. The outer courtyard pavement over there, and the gallery opposite gallery, which would be these right here. And let's look into that word gallery here in the Hebrew. Okay, let's see. There we go. So we have Athayak, which is, let's see what the Strong's info is. Where are we at? Let me actually just put in this. There we go. So it says a gallery or porch, and we all know what gallery is, right? Like a seating area. A ledge or offset in a building, gallery. Okay, so not too much on there. All right. Okay, so let's go back. Cool. Verse 4. And before the chambers was a walk of 10 cubits, 10 cubits breadth inward, a way of 1 cubit, and their doors toward the north. So you can see that way right there, as it is highlighted in red. Verse 5. Now the upper chambers were shorter, for the galleries were higher than these, than the lower, and than the middlemost of the building. For they were in 3 stories, but had not pillars as the pillars of the courts. Therefore the building was straightened more than the lowest and the middlemost from the ground. Verse 7. And the wall that was without over against the chambers, toward the utter court of the forepart of the chambers, the length thereof was 50 cubits. And you can just look on here. I've paused it for a while so you can look and do the correlation. Verse 8, for the length of the chambers that were in the utter court was 50 cubits, and lo, before the temple were 100 cubits. So you can see, once again, just mainly measurements. Verse 9, and from under these chambers was the entry on the east side, as one goeth into them from the utter court. Verse 10, the chambers were in the thickness of the wall of the court toward the east, over against the separate place, and over against the building. And the way before them was like the appearance of the chambers, which were toward the north, as long as they, and as broad as they. So the chambers on this side were pretty much symmetrical, or identical to the chambers on this side towards the north, in terms of length and breadth and all of that. And as broad as they, and all their goings out were both according to their fashions, and according to their doors. And according to the doors of the chambers that were toward the south was a door in the head of the way, even the way directly before the wall toward the east, as one entereth into them. Then said he unto me, the north chambers and the south chambers, which are before the separate place, they be holy chambers, where the priests that approach unto the Lord Yahweh shall eat the most holy things. Okay, so those chambers that we saw, that's for the priests where they eat the holy things. And like I said, you can read in the book of Leviticus, Deuteronomy, all of those. They go into the different sacrifices and which parts would go to the Lord, which parts would go to the priest, and so on and so forth. There shall they lay the most holy things, and the meat offering, and the sin offering, and the trespass offering, for the place is holy. Verse 14, when the priests enter therein, then shall they not go out of the holy place into the utter court, but there shall they lay their garments wherein they minister, for they are holy, and shall put on other garments, and shall approach to those things which are for the people. So going to show you how careful they had to be, right? And how specific the ordinances of the Lord are. To where, as it says, I'm gonna read it again, when the priests enter therein, so when they go into these holy chambers, they shall not go out of the holy place into the utter court, but there shall they lay their garments wherein they minister. Because remember, there are special garments that were made for the priests. And when it says minister, it means to serve, to do the ordinances, right? So there's special garments that they would wear to perform these ordinances. And when they go into the chamber, before they go out, they would change those garments, right? For they are holy, and shall put on other garments, and shall approach to those things which are for the people. So when it comes to the things that pertain to the people, then they're going to change their garments and deal with that. Verse 15. Okay. All right. Verse 15. Now when he had made an end of measuring the inner house, he brought me toward the gate, whose prospect is toward the east, and measured it round about. So that's why he zoomed out. Verse 16. He measured the east side with the measuring reed, 500 reeds, with the measuring reed round about. And you can see, I believe the east side might be on here. Okay, and you can see the measurements, but it's pretty much like a square, 500 on all sides. Verse 17, he measured the north side 500 reeds with the measuring reed round about. He measured the south side 500 reeds with the measuring reed. He measured he turned about to the west side and measured 500 reeds with the measuring reed. He measured it by the four sides. It had a wall round about, 500 reeds long and 500 broad, to make a separation between the sanctuary and the profane place. So you had this, the sanctuary, then you had the outline right there that would separate that from, as it says, the profane place, which is without. Okay. Now I believe actually with the temple there were you had the outer court, then the inner court, and then the temple itself. But there were actually certain areas that if you read it in the New Testament, or I think around that time, you could have like common folk within a certain area, but they couldn't go past a certain area, along with women as well. Okay, and then there was a certain area where only the priests were sort of allowed to, to go into, which you can look up the details on that as to the specifics of, which parts could people enter when it came to the temple, of the Lord. Okay, nevertheless, we're going to end it here. This is the end of Ezekiel, the 42nd chapter. And Lord, we'll pick up on the 43rd chapter next time. So with that, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.